Flickering light reveals the Sanhedrin, their faces grim. Jesus stands before them, bruised, his clothes torn, a trickle of blood marking his lip. Caiaphas studies Jesus, his expression a mask of conflicted concern and unwavering resolve, the silence thick with unspoken accusations. Caiaphas challenges Jesus. "Tell us, are you able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days?" Jesus answers softly, a quiet defiance in his tone. "I am." Caiaphas declares, "This is enough. He has blasphemed. What is your verdict?" His words ignite the room with fury and judgment. Pale light illuminates Pilate's weary face as he sits in judgment. Jesus stands silent, composed. Caiaphas's voice drips with venom as he accuses. He stirs up the people, from Galilee even to this place. A messenger delivers a sealed note. Pilate reads, a flicker of unease crossing his face. His gaze shifts, a silent question hanging in the air as he looks at Jesus. Sunlight illuminates the Praetorium steps as Pilate attempts to sway the Passover crowd, his voice echoing with authority. Jesus stands bound, dignified amidst the chaos, while Barabbas scowls, a stark contrast in the charged atmosphere. The crowd, a unified sea of faces, roars, their frenzy fueled by the temple authorities lurking in the shadows. Pilate's face hardens, a flicker of resignation betraying his inner turmoil as he witnesses the crowd's volatility. In a dramatic gesture, Pilate washes his hands, declaring his detachment from the looming judgment, his voice booming. With a final, decisive command, Pilate orders Jesus to be flogged, unleashing a wave of raw emotion from the crowd. Inside the guardroom, Roman soldiers mock Jesus, their brutality a casual display of power. A purple cloak is thrown over his shoulders, a cruel parody of royalty. Thorns pierce his brow, forming a grotesque crown amidst jeering laughter. A reed is thrust into his hand, a mocking scepter in his bloodied grip. Longinus watches with cold detachment, his gaze unwavering, professional and distant. For Longinus, this is just another day, another grim task in the machinery of empire. Under the blazing sun, Jesus strains, the heavy patibulum, a brutal weight on his shoulders as he walks through Jerusalem's dusty streets. Mary Magdalene and the beloved disciple fight through the jeering mob, their faces mirroring raw horror and utter despair. Longinus, impatient, barks orders, his spear glinting menacingly as he surveys the scene with cold authority. Longinus points his spear, singling out Simon of Cyrene from the crowd to bear the immense crossbeam. Simon locks eyes with Jesus, a profound, unspoken understanding passing between them in this moment of shared suffering. Under a merciless sun on Golgotha, Roman soldiers raise the cross, a brutal task amidst the desolate, rocky landscape. The echoes of hammering and agonizing screams pierce the air, a grim symphony of suffering and despair. Longinus watches with cold detachment as the condemned are affixed, his face an impassive mask of authority. The Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews titulus, is nailed above Jesus, a stark declaration against the sky. The crosses stand silhouetted against the harsh light, a symbol of agony and defiance in the face of Roman power. Dust hangs heavy on Golgotha as Roman soldiers gamble, their dice a stark counterpoint to the day's horror. Mary Magdalene, the beloved disciple, and Mary, Jesus' mother, huddle together, their faces a mask of inconsolable grief. The air vibrates with sorrow as the weight of the moment crushes those who loved him most. Jesus' voice, raspy and strained, cuts through the silence. "Mother, behold your son." His gaze shifts, finding the disciple. "Disciple, behold your mother." A profound connection forged in anguish, a silent promise echoing amidst the desolation. Under a somber sky, Golgotha stands. 3 crosses bear their burdens, a stark testament to suffering. A criminal spits venom, his face contorted with rage. "If you're the Messiah, save yourself and us." Dismas, etched with pain, rebukes him. "Have you no fear of God? This man has done nothing wrong." A plea escapes Dismas's lips, a whisper amidst the agony. "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus responds with divine grace, his voice a soothing balm. "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." A profound peace settles on Dismas's face, a serene acceptance amidst the surrounding torment and despair. A heavy darkness smothers Golgotha, silencing the jeering crowd. Even the hardened soldiers shift uneasily. Mary Magdalene collapses in inconsolable tears, her sorrow echoing in the suffocating gloom. Jesus cries out, his voice strained against the encroaching darkness. Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani. A soldier offers sour wine, his face etched with a strange mix of pity and fear. The land holds its breath, awaiting a sign amidst the overwhelming despair and fading light. Silence descends again, heavier than before, pregnant with an unspoken, terrible anticipation. Pale dawn breaks over Golgotha as Longinus, weary-faced, gazes upon Jesus' lifeless form, his armor gleaming dully in the nascent light. His eyes reflect on Jesus' unwavering resolve, a silent acknowledgement of the man's strength in the face of death. A moment of profound realization dawns within Longinus as he contemplates the events leading to this tragic scene. Longinus, voice hushed with awe, proclaims, "Truly, this man was a son of the gods," the words echoing in the stillness. As the sun bleeds crimson across Golgotha, long shadows stretch over the grim scene, where Roman soldiers patrol among the crucified. The soldiers shatter the legs of the criminals with brutal efficiency, hastening their demise before the impending Sabbath. They find Jesus, already lifeless. Longinus pierces his side with a lance, testing fate with a cruel, decisive act. From the wound, blood and water pour forth, a stark testament to the sacrifice made in the fading light. Joseph of Arimathea, grief etched on his face, approaches Pilate, his determination unwavering in the face of death. As dusk settles, Joseph and Nicodemus work with solemn efficiency in the garden tomb, their movements swift and purposeful. The fragrant aroma of spices fills the air as they anoint Jesus' body, a final act of love and devotion. With gentle care, they wrap him in a clean, white linen shroud, preparing him for his rest. Together, they lift his body into the cold stone tomb, the weight heavy not just in their arms but in their hearts. With a final, agonizing push, they roll the massive stone over the entrance, sealing away their hope. From a distance, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary watch, their faces etched with grief as they memorize the tomb's place. Flickering candlelight dances across the disciples' fearful faces in the shadowed upper room, binding them in a knot of guilt. Peter sits isolated, his face a canvas of shame, haunted by the echo of his denial. "I failed him." The beloved disciple recounts the burial, his voice trembling. "They laid him in the tomb. I saw it." Whispers of fear ripple through the group as the disciples lament, "We must be careful. They are watching. Rome's power is absolute. We cannot defy them," they murmur, their survival hinging on whispered caution. Dawn breaks over a tranquil garden tomb, casting long shadows and painting the stone with soft light. Mary Magdalene and another Mary approach, bearing oils, their footsteps silent on the dewy grass. They halt, stunned before the tomb's gaping entrance, the massive stone now displaced. An empty chamber yawns before them, the silence amplifying their confusion and mounting fear. Mary Magdalene whirls, her face etched with panic, and flees to find the disciples. Disciples huddle, disbelief etched on their faces as Mary Magdalene trembles, declaring, "The tomb is empty. He is not there." Peter and John exchange a look, a silent challenge sparking between them, before they bolt from the room. Breathless, they arrive at the tomb, finding it empty, save for the neatly folded linen shroud. Bewilderment washes over them, uncertainty clouding their expressions as they grapple with the impossible. Sunlight filters through leaves, casting a golden glow on a serene garden where Mary Magdalene stands, her sorrowful face etched with grief. Jesus approaches, radiating a gentle light, but Mary, blinded by tears, mistakes him for the gardener. Jesus smiles softly, his eyes filled with compassion as he reveals himself, his voice a soothing balm to her wounded soul. Overwhelmed with joy, Mary's face transforms, her eyes sparkling with newfound hope and boundless elation. "Go and tell my disciples that I have risen," Jesus instructs, his words igniting a fire of faith within her heart. Mary, her heart overflowing with unwavering faith, turns and runs, eager to spread the miraculous news.